How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Loot-tastic and to another Loot News video. Now, the script was written about a few months ago before my car accident, and now that I'm back to doing YouTube and YouTube videos, I've decided I'm going to keep this script and go over this Borderlands 3 miscellaneous news that I found out during the reveal event. So it's been a few months. Later, as soon as I possibly can, I'll get up the newest, most recent Borderlands 3 news for you guys in video form, so you guys aren't behind, and that way the channel is caught up. But for now, we're going to talk about the reveal event, which was, yes, a few months ago, and the miscellaneous news that I was able to scrounge up that wasn't necessarily talked about. I've got a bunch of bulleted points here, and I'm going to tell you them, and then maybe give you some thoughts on what I think about them, and so on and so forth, so let's just get started. First off, outhouses and porta potties full of loot are making their return, of course, and the famous trunks of cars are also back as a loot chest. The beams of light on guns and loot have been visually updated since the last game. Blue rarities have a slightly animated blue beam of light when they drop, epic purple items have sparks floating around the beam, and legendaries are the same but more busy. It looks like they're taking some visual ideas from Diablo and making the beams more dope looking. I like it. Also, the original rarity levels are the only ones that will be in Borderlands 3 at launch. So you've got common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. No word on if a diamond rarity will be a thing eventually, as the collector's edition of Borderlands 3 comes with a physical diamond loot chest. Diamond rarity, I think, would be pretty cool. Gearbox always does a great job introducing super unique rarity tiers, and the more tiers the better. Who knows, maybe we'll get the rainbow rarity that was just added to Borderlands 2 as well. Damage, accuracy, handling, reload time, fire rate, and magazine size are the standard attributes on a gun. Repair time is an attribute on Children of the Vault weapons because if they overheat, you have to repair them. It's basically just a cooldown factor. In the top left corner of loot, you have the item's item score, which helps you regulate the loot you pick up and easily tell what gun is higher level or better than another without having to read and compare stat for stat every time you get a new gun, which is almost every second of Borderlands. It's meant to lower the time spent in your menus. You also have level requirement in the top right, with the name of the gun, the stats, the element, and the type of weapon it is underneath. Under those are the bonus attributes and flavor text, the brand of weapon the item belongs to, and how much you can sell the item for. In Borderlands 3, Gearbox has designed a new multiplayer mode called Instanced Mode, where no matter the level of the host player, enemies and loot will scale to your level and you'll see your very own loot. If you are playing with a friend that is level 20 and you are level 30, enemies for you will be 30 and loot will drop at level 30 for you, but your friend will see the same enemies at their level, which is level 20, and they'll get level 20 loot. You'll have your own instanced loot, so no more loot ninjas. There is still classic mode, so if you like how Borderlands has always been, loot ninjas included, you can change to classic mode whenever you want and carry your lower level friends through the game. One thing to note is that there is no in-between. If you want instanced loot, if you want your own loot, you have to have level scaling and vice versa. Here's a cool new red chest design. I'm sure we'll see a lot of new chests in Borderlands 3. And here's a Maliwan chest as well. Radiation is replacing slag from Borderlands 2 and is kind of lime colored, and when enemies die from radiation, they will explode and radiate other nearby enemies. As you know, alternate firing modes are part of each weapon brand. Each brand has their own new firing mode or quirks on each of their guns. Here's a few gameplay clips of a couple of them. Here's a Vladof pistol, which shows the alternate firing mode is rocket bullets. Hyperion shotgun quirk is a shield that deploys while you aim down sights. This Atlas pistol's alternate firing mode is smart bullets. Tag enemies, then every bullet you shoot after will hit the tagged enemy no matter what. And the new quirk for Maliwan guns allow you to switch between two different elemental damage types. Also, There is a brand loyalty system in the game that we don't know much about, but there are brand-specific challenges that reward you for using your favorite brands, and apparently there is a new mail system in the game that directly relates to the brand loyalty challenges. But once again, we don't know anything about that beyond speculation. I wonder if you'll be able to mail your friends guns you find, or cosmetics. That'd be cool. Shields make a return obviously, and here's the first glimpse at some. Commons. Woo. Vending machines, they are still in Borderlands 3. Ammo, health, and guns still have their own machines, but what is most important is that if you want to refill your ammo for your guns at an ammo machine, you no longer have to open the menu and individually purchase each ammo type. You can now just walk up to the machine, and with one button press, you've refilled all your ammo. I love that, and it's awesome that this was one of the loudest cheers from the crowd once it was showed off. It is confirmed that there is no weapon modding, but there is weapon skins. I'm not sure beyond pre-ordering the game how you can get different weapon skins. They might be the microtransactions. As we now know, there will be in fact microtransactions in Borderlands 3, and they will be cosmetic only. Moving on, the last subject of discussion for this video and the miscellaneous loot news for Borderlands 3 is Sanctuary 3. Sanctuary 3 is your new home base. We don't talk about Sanctuary 2. This huge ship is how you travel to the many explorable planets in Borderlands 3. On Sanctuary 3, you will find a new lost and found machine where all the guns you either forgot to pick up or couldn't reach will go. Your own quarters where you can hang items like guns on your walls to personalize your room. The interior will also change depending on your character. Sanctuary 3 will also change throughout the game. New characters will arrive amongst other things apparently. Tons of vendors and returning characters are here, like Marcus, who sells storage deck upgrades. The trusty gun and ammo vending machines are still next to his shop too. Crazy Earl still runs the black market, but since Marcus now sells the wares that Crazy Earl sold in Borderlands 2, we're not sure what Crazy Earl will have up his sleeve for us to buy. The storage deck upgrades now cost cash instead of Iridium, and Crazy Earl still accepts Iridium in the form of Iridium shards. Also, next to Crazy Earl's shop, there is a Veterans Reward vending machine, and I'm not sure what that's all about. In Sir Hammerlock's quarters, you can find trophies of beasts that you've killed for him, for research purposes, of course. There is a golden chest on Sanctuary 3, so golden keys are certainly returning. Moxxi's bar is now on Sanctuary 3. She has a tip jar again, just like in Borderlands 2, so I'm assuming if you tip her a lot, you'll get some Moxxi-themed guns once again. Also, the ever so addicting slot machines return, and it looks like there are 4 different ones in the gameplay that was shown. They could all be the same, but have different names and pictures, or they might offer different rewards and probabilities. That would be insane. The machine they play in the gameplay is called Cash Trap, and it has Claptrap on it. Another one has who I'm assuming is a character called Tink on it, as the machine is called Tink's Hijinks. Another is hilariously named Loot Boxer. Nice. And the purple one is called Vault Line. If we zoom in a bit on the Cash Trap machine, you can kind of speculate as to what pictures mean what rewards. The machines are definitely themed, as a lot of the pictures here are different versions of Claptrap. This is a zoomed up image of the gameplay. You can see on the left that each Claptrap match has a reward that looks the same but are different colors: white, green, blue, purple, and orange. Those are the rarity colors of the loot, so maybe these are gun rewards? It's a bit odd though, because the picture is like a tablet with a stick figure on it. That doesn't really represent gun to me, you know? The only thing I think it could be is skins. Maybe they have actual skins now that completely change the look of a character and not just the color, and the skins have rarities. This is purely speculation here, but it's interesting nonetheless. Will character skins be the Borderlands 3 microtransactions? Moving to the middle column of rewards, we have 3 lava lamps netting you something that resembles a grenade. 3 Claptrap hairdos grant you what used to be the icon for skins or recolors. 3 crowns get you a new head theme. The crystals, I'm assuming, are Iridium shards. $signs is cash, obviously, and I have absolutely no idea what this last thing is. Now excuse the quality of these next 2 images, as I had to do some serious zoomage to get a close-up on the rewards from the Loot Boxer and the Vault Line slot machines. In my opinion, different machines will net you different items. These close-ups prove that to me. On Claptrap slots, there doesn't seem to be a gun reward, but on both Vault Line and Loot Boxer, you can slightly make out icons that resemble the shape of a gun in different colors. Anyways, that's it for this miscellaneous loot news video on the Borderlands 3 gameplay reveal event that happened a few months ago, and all the info that came out of it for the most part. If there's anything I missed, let me know. Also, I'd like to hear your opinions on the slot machines. Any thoughts on some of the icons and what they could mean? Sound off in the comments. As always, this video is brought to you by Loot-tastic, where you get all the legendary loot news and info free of charge, no grind or limbs required. Like the video for Rainbow Rarity and subscribe for an unlimited supply of golden keys from Randy Pitchford. Until next time, happy looting.